I dated my girlfriend for 8 months. Weekends together, sleepovers, shared mornings, but I was never allowed inside her apartment. I thought it was just privacy until I stepped inside. What I found changed everything. I had been dating Lucy for 8 months. We met at a mutual friend's birthday, an ordinary spring evening, nothing special at first. But she stood out. She was smart, full of warmth, with a great sense of humor and a calm energy that instantly made you want to know more. We clicked right away. At first, we went on casual dates, coffee shops, parks, museums. When things got more serious, she started spending full weekends at my place, arriving on Friday evenings and leaving Sunday nights. She kept clothes at my apartment, a toothbrush in my bathroom, and even her favorite coffee in my kitchen cabinet. It all felt very natural, except for one thing. In those entire 8 months, I had never been to her apartment, not even once. Whenever I brought it up, there was always a reason why I couldn't come over. Her roommate was having friends over. The apartment was messy. They had water shut off. The excuses always seemed plausible at first. Then they became more frequent and more creative. Pest control, construction upstairs, a sick roommate, unpredictable neighbors. At first, I shrugged it off. Maybe she's just private, I thought. But after several months, it started to feel strange and then suspicious. Not suspicious like I thought she was cheating, but like there was something else going on that she didn't want me to know. Growing doubts and that uncomfortable feeling. I tried to bring it up lightly. Once I even joked, "What are you hiding over there? A secret family?" And Lucy went pale. I immediately regretted the joke. Still, the more I noticed the pattern, the more I couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't adding up. She was fully embedded in my life. She'd met my neighbors, my friends, even knew which cafe I went to every morning. Meanwhile, I knew next to nothing about her living situation. No building, no street, no neighbor stories. It was like a wall had been put up. Eventually, we had a mild argument. I said it felt weird that we'd been together for so long and I still didn't even know what her apartment looked like. She pushed back, saying I was being paranoid, that she valued privacy and didn't see what the big deal was. We didn't speak for several days. When she finally told me part of the truth. When we did talk again, I tried to be calm and understanding. We were having coffee at my place when I gently said, "I'm not trying to invade your space. I just want to feel like I know your world, the same way you know mine." She sighed, looked down, and finally confessed that she was embarrassed. Her apartment was technically a one-bedroom, but had been converted with temporary divider walls so she and 2 roommates could share the rent. There was almost no privacy. The walls didn't go to the ceiling. One bathroom for all of them. A galley kitchen too small for 2 people to stand in at the same time. She said she'd moved in there a few years ago, thinking it would be temporary until she could afford her own place. But she hadn't expected how low veterinary tech salaries were, and she'd had medical expenses that set her back. "It's not dirty," she said. "It's just really cramped. I didn't want you to think less of me." That's when I felt like a jerk. I reassured her. I didn't care what her apartment looked like. I just wanted to understand why she was so guarded about it. She smiled a little and said I could visit that Saturday, when one of her roommates was on shift and the other was supposed to be out for the day. A visit that should have solved everything, but didn't. Her apartment was exactly how she described it. Tiny, with hanging curtains and partitioned walls, but cozy and clean. She had plants on the windowsill, soft lights, and pictures of friends and animals. We ordered Thai food and watched a movie on her laptop. I felt closer to her. I thought the mystery had finally been cleared up. But a few days later, the real story started to emerge. A knock on the door that changed everything. We were cooking dinner again at her place. Just the 2 of us. Or so I thought. Around 6 p.m., the front door opened. Lucy froze. A little girl walked in, maybe 8 or 9 years old. She had curly hair, a backpack, and a school project made of paper plates in her hand. She blinked when she saw me and said, "Hi, are you having dinner? I'm hungry. Our neighbor gave me fish sticks, but I don't like them." Lucy looked stunned. She took a deep breath and said, "Lily, this is my friend." Then, looking at me, she added, "This is my boyfriend." I stood there holding a spatula, trying to process what was happening. That little girl, Lily, was her daughter. The real secret finally comes out. Lucy and I talked later that evening while Lily did homework at the tiny table. She told me everything. Lily's father had left when she was pregnant. He'd never been involved. Lucy had raised her daughter alone for the past 8 years. The roommates. Well, one was her brother who sometimes helped with childcare. The other was just a cover. The makeshift room dividers were to give Lily her own space. All the stories about sick roommates, visiting boyfriends, construction, they were just ways to hide the truth. She hadn't told me about Lily because, in her past relationships, as soon as she mentioned she had a child, everything changed. Some men ghosted. Others stayed but clearly treated Lily like a burden. One man, she said, criticized her parenting, said she was raising a clingy child because she read her bedtime stories at age 6. I didn't want to put Lily through that again, she said. And I didn't want to lose someone good because I came with baggage. I just didn't know how to tell you. Trying to make sense of it all. I was stunned, not angry, but overwhelmed. For 8 months, I had been dating someone who had hidden a huge part of her life. And yet, now that I knew, everything made sense. Her scheduling issues, the reason she always came to my place, why she never stayed over Sunday nights. I asked for a few days to think. I needed to figure out if I could accept this. Not just the fact that she was a mother, but that she had kept it from me for so long. That weekend, we sat down again. I asked more about her past, her fears, and what she was hoping for going forward. I don't need a father for Lily, she said. I just need someone who doesn't see her as a problem. We agreed to take things slow. No pressure. Just see how it feels. The beginning of something different. Over the next few weeks, I started visiting more often. Lily warmed up to me quickly. She loved rocks, space, dinosaurs, and showed me a collection of magic stones she'd found on walks. She even asked if I knew any cool phone games. Lucy seemed lighter, more open. She started talking about her job stress, her financial goals, and her plans to eventually move into a better place when rent allowed. We weren't just dating anymore. We were building something, slowly and with a lot of honesty. Where we are now, Lucy and I still aren't rushing into anything. I'm not trying to become a second parent, but I'm starting to understand what it means to be part of someone's real life, not just the easy parts. She's brave, she's kind, and she's been doing everything she can to protect her daughter from disappointment. I used to think she was hiding something dark behind her apartment door. Turns out, she was hiding something beautiful and deeply human. A life, a child, a fierce, quiet love. And now, I'm slowly becoming a part of it.